Hey everybody, it's Hop's Metal Show. It's Hop.
I'm Love.
They were going to talk about, I went to the old flea market over the weekend. Well, not flea market, thrift, I don't know, gift and thrift, whatever, yard sale. Purchased me some CDs for $1. Figured I'd let Love review them, see if he thought I got my dollar's worth out of them. And then I got a couple questions for him at the end. Go try not to look at the sheet too much, but I'm going to have to read on it.
The cheat sheet.
But as far as CDs, we won't be staring at the sheet. So
Right,
this is all new reaction.
I don't want to be tempted. I
hasn't
already
even
see the
seen
first
it.
one though.
So first one is tribute.
Well,
I'll
worth
let
a dollar.
Love look it over and he can talk about it a little bit.
All right, let's see the quality of it first. Case is broke, but that don't mean nothing. Oh, CD's in good shape. CD's in good shape. Yeah, you definitely got your dollar on that, man. You can replace that. I probably got an extra case if you need it.
What do you think of that disc, man? I listened to it back. The drums are incredible, dude. I mean, I know it's all about Randy, but damn, the drums sound humongous on that disc.
Yeah, this was an awesome disc too, man. That was definitely worth $1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I didn't even have it. That was the thing.
All the CDs,
Yeah,
albums, tapes.
A lot of stuff. And Randy wanted to do that Greatest Live, and I was like, God, this will be great, because, man, that's like a great live album. That'll definitely be in my top 10.
Yeah, because you didn't have it on that live one when you were showing me all those lives. You're being cheeky, man. Yeah, good one for $1.
All right, next one. Actually, this is not CD I thought I was purchasing, but I still say it was a damn good purchase. I thought it was that live album. What's the one that the most recent live one they just put out?
I'm not sure. But I remember this one. For $1?
Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1.
But it took me a little bit to figure out how to get it open, because it's not anything I've ever opened before.
She just showed me this before we got it online. I was like, dumb.
I guess it's the greatest hits.
Yeah.
That stuff, that didn't even look like it's even been played.
Yeah, 1 or 2 fingerprints. That's it. Hey, look at that one.
And I mean, it's still got this in it. I mean,
for $1. For $1.
Yeah, this is all double tollgate purchases.
It's good times, bad times, communication breakdown,
Man, I
days
cannot
confused,
think of that.
Ramble on, Heartbreaker.
That Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won. Remember it come out a couple years ago? That's what I thought I was getting for some reason.
It almost looks like the movie that you got me for Christmas a couple years back.
Was that?
I thought you gave me.
Yeah, I had on. Was it on VHS?
No, you got it on me on disc. Yeah, you gave it to me on disc.
But each song remains the same.
I think you gave me that the year before.
Might have been How the West Was Won.
I'll go look.
Yeah, you have to check it out. Let me know.
I'll let you know. We'll catch up on that one.
So I do all right on that.
Yeah,
one?
so far $2, man. Spent well. Oh, physical. Can't go wrong with physical, man.
There was another one. I mean,
Guess I should have showed.
Yeah, I guess I could. You can't leave that stuff laying for $1.
Hell no, man.
Man, that's got some good stuff on it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, man.
But actually, I like disc 1 better than disc 2. Disc 2, I don't know, kind of gets, I don't know where you're, I don't know, the songs ain't really distinct.
Right. 10 Years Gone, I mean, that was a pretty commercial one. Down by the Seaside. You hear that Bron Yara. In the Light. Now, the intro, the beginning, man, In the Light, that's a good opener. And the Black Country Girl, I like that one, too.
Well, then you got one on the first Kashmir chorus. Yeah, everybody knows it. Custard Pie.
The Rover. In My Time of Dying.
House of the Holy, which is odd. I mean, House of the Holy
it ain't even on House of the Holy. Yep.
I mean, that was just kind of odd. All right, then we got some Stone Temple Pilots.
All right. This was what, their second album?
Yeah.
Yep. This one had Vaseline and...
Yeah, the Big Empty, Come Up the Crow.
Crop the Crow.
I guess the listing's on the inside.
Must be. Let's see
you might have to get the whole disc out.
It's got a couple, but not enough that would be distinct. Still worth $1.
And a lot of stuff I can't leave it behind. There's song list.
So Meat Plow, Vaseline, Long Fly.
Interstate Love Song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably one of their biggest songs. The Big Empty, I love that song. Even though it's off, I don't know, was it released on, was the Crow soundtrack come out before that, you reckon? with the big empty?
Or they both came out right around the same time.
Because I remember that was on the soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
The Crow soundtrack.
That Crow soundtrack that's a great soundtrack. By the way.
Dude, the movie, it's probably my favorite movie. I mean, there's no doubt.
I like the movie, but the soundtrack is even. We were always talking, man. Do you remember Judgment Night?
Yeah.
Because I like that rap metal album.
Who was that? Oh, that's right. That had a couple
It
different.
had like Slayer and Onyx and
Alright.
like just crazy metal
This
bands,
one
rap
looked-
bands.
This one looked pretty much new. That was the only reason I purchased
You already
that
got it,
as an
though.
upgrade. But how can you leave Skid Row's debut laying? I mean, that's the one I was talking about. I was telling String, I think, Big Guns. Man, it's a great opening song for an album. Or maybe it's you, because we was talking about how good Welcome
Slave.
to the Jungle
Oh,
was
right, with
for an
its
opening
intro.
song.
It's pretty shiny too.
I think that was brand new. That's why I picked that up. That was an upgrade. Not that mine's in bad shape, but
But
you remember when I had that CD down at the old place and it had that ring around it? Something happened. It got screwed up somehow down the basement.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one I got. That's definitely an upgrade.
Upgrade from
That's-
that one.
All right, and then the last one.
Well, we talked
Dude.
about it so many times for $1.
See, there's a dollar.
Got it for $1.
Greatest debut ever.
Clint.
Do you have that on disc?
No, I don't.
Well, you have it now.
All right, man. Thanks, buddy.
That's
Right
why you can't leave it. You cannot leave Appetite laying behind for
No.
$1.
I'll definitely take that. Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
So now you don't have to worry about. So if we do and talk about the album anytime, you can start writing.
That's right. And be like, got it.
All right,
Boy.
so did I make out pretty good? at the
Yeah,
yard sale?
yeah, man. For $6. Yeah,
So
man.
everybody is looking for CDs right now. Yard sales are the place to pick them up. They're usually everybody had them for $1. And I mean there was a lot of stuff I left, but I picked up most of the metal stuff. And there was stuff there I got looking at, and I was like, man, I probably shouldn't took that, but for $1, I figured, what the hell.
You can't beat it.
All right, we got a couple questions for Love. See how he does on this. Just some stuff I kind of wrote up. I was just kind of curious, get his opinion. All right, first question is Nirvana or Foo Fighters?
I'm gonna go Nirvana, just because I've listened to more Nirvana than Foo Fighters. But when it comes, I guess, more talent-wise, it'd be the Foo Fighters. Dave, you know, he screams in every song, but
and he also, remember we told he has that catalog that you can't. He's got how many hits you can't never
you can't
remember.
stop.
none of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, so many songs from the Foo Fighters, but I don't know. I like Nirvana just because they changed music. You know, that '91 time period from the big hair to
Oh,
something new to that wasn't the normal.
I don't hate them, but man, they did kill a lot of music I love. But it was probably time for a change. A lot of them bands were getting lazy. It was the same damn recipe with
Yep,
everybody.
everything.
And it probably would need to be changed.
It was just same straight music. You had your ballad. It was yeah.
I'm going to go with I might should go with Foo Fighters.
I figured.
I mean, I'm a Dave Grohl fan. I mean, I
And they were-
don't hate Nirvana.
They're also a little more mainstreamer too
Yeah,
than
they're
what
probably
Nirvana
more-
was, because Nirvana had some pretty out there on their albums. But you go back and listen to Nirvana. That's what Huck and me was talking about. Like their albums are actually not really good. If you really
Well, I
listen to
picked up-
Nirvana,
Well,
there's
that's like in Utero for $1, and I was like looking through, and I'm like, well, that's alright.
Rate Me.
But yeah, I mean, but the whole album. I mean, never mind. I think, except for Randy Hartman, probably everybody's got that in their collection,
Oh, yeah.
whether they want to admit it or not. I mean,
or had it.
yeah, some point in time, U of O, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to number 2 question, which is Dave Mustaine or Kirk Hammett.
I'm gonna go Kurt Hammett, Metallica, even though the original would have been Dave while being in Metallica, but yeah.
You don't think even though Dave wrote how many songs
Especially
on?
off the Kill 'Em All
Kill 'Em
section.
All.
Yeah, I know, man. My favorite album. I like Kurt better. But I'm not putting anything past Dave Mustaine on that either. I mean, Megadeth has had their.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have Megadeth then.
Yep, exactly. And that was the splitting of the tides.
Yeah, I probably. I think I don't think Dave's a better guitar player, but I think Kurt's a better fit for Metallica. I think it was probably good that Dave got to do the Megadeth thing, even though sometimes, Metallica was way bigger than Megadeth. Megadeth, you're pretty safe buying. You know what you're going to get pretty much with Megadeth.
Yeah.
Metallica, you...
Especially nowadays with Metallica. Nowadays, though, yeah. Dave has stayed mainline his whole career of having, solid.
He's had a couple stinkers here and there, but all in all, his stuff's pretty solid. It's kind of like AC/DC. You know what you get.
Yeah, you know what you're going to get when you get a Megadeth
He keeps
album.
same ingredients. I mean, Rust in Peace, I don't know if he'll ever top that, but... And I'm glad he had that album. That's an awesome album. All right, we're going to go with number 3. Is it Hotel California or Freebird?
Freebird, that's a hard question, man. I'm gonna go Freebird, man. Freebird.
Damn.
Skinner, play me some Skinner.
Yeah, that's all everybody at every show. Play some Skinner.
Because I guess, yeah, I'm going Freebird. The guitar solo through Freebird, and it's like 11 minutes long. I mean, you can get down for a while on it, and it just Freebird have all 3 of them playing. Was all 3 of the guitar stuff, and that's why too. I mean, you got 3 damn guitar solos,
Yeah, but man, I don't know. Hotel California, man, that's a good song.
Oh yeah, you hear it all the time.
Well, both of them, yeah.
Yeah, you hear both of them all the time. Now, the Gypsy Queens, Gypsy Kings, they do a Hotel California. It's off the Big Lebowski. It's all in Spanish. That version is awesome. I love that version.
I don't think I've ever heard covers of either one of them songs.
I'll let you listen.
Is there any other than that?
I don't know if there's any for Freebird. Probably some bluegrass or something to that effect. You can always find somebody picking ones.
So the next 2 ought to be interesting. I'm kind of curious what loves are. These
you already know.
These were stationed straight at him.
I shouldn't be looking at these questions.
Yeah, I mean, you probably already seen them all.
I've been not trying to look.
All right, we'll go with number 4. Don't mind me looking at the paper. All right, number 4 is Slayer or Pantera?
Slayer. Oh no,
Really?
not Slayer. Pantera.
I was gonna say really?
Slayer when I was like 17, 18, but I got out of that screaming because Tom Araya, he still did where Phil's scream was just that growl, that dirty.
He had both.
Yeah. Well, especially when you listen to like
Cemetery
Cowboys
Gates.
and Cemetery. Yeah, the Cowboys.
But then
by the time you get to the Great Southern Trendkill, his screams are just more of a scream than that laying it out there compared to the growls that he was doing. So I'm going Pantera, man. Pantera. Yeah.
Well, not only the growl, but Dimebags. I'm taking nothing away from Kerry King, but Dimebags hooks, his guitar riffs.
Walk, 2 chords, dun,
Yeah.
da 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 dun, da 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 da. It's 2 chords. I mean, it's just
One
the old
Cowboys
saying
from
you
Hell.
need 3 chords to be a rock and roll star. He showed he could do it in 2.
I mean, look at Cowboys from Hell. That introduced everybody to Pantera. Probably one of the greatest songs ever. That is the very first song a person is exposed to from Pantera.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree with you. I'm going with Pantera.
I'm going Pantera.
I mean, I like some Slayer stuff. But
and if you really listen to Slayer, some of the like the Show No Evils and Hell Awaits. Now, I'm not putting anything against them, but it was more like not that produced. You know what I mean? Like it was the quality factor. And you think about it, it was in the 80s that compared to where Pantera had already came out, early 90s.
Well, I think it's got something to
And
do
they had, discs and the way compact disking and things, you know what I mean, compared to what we listened to when we were listening to Slayer, compared to when Pantera came out, like the quality of music, how...
When you had Diamond Vinny's dad, that's what he was, a producer.
Yeah, so that helped
probably
out,
helped.
Get that real clean...
Yeah, so they knew what they was doing when they produced their stuff. Probably even says, I think I looked at that 101 Proof, and it was produced by Dime and Vinny. All right, so number 5, we're going with Chili Peppers or Jane's Addiction.
You're an ass, man.
Well, it wouldn't be interesting if I didn't do it this way.
I'm going with Jane's, man. Jane says, man. Jane's gonna tell me. I'm going Perry. I'm going Jane's Addiction.
All right, that's where I kind of figured you'd go.
When we was talking when we did our last one with the Guns N' Roses and Appetite, and you said about debut albums. Jane's Addiction's debut album is the only album. They're the only band who their first album was a live album. It was just Triple X. You had Chip Away, Trip Away, Sympathy for the Devil, the Velvet Underground's Rock and Roll.
Is Jane Says on?
And Jane Says, yeah, Jane Says is like on 3 out of 4 albums.
That song just made the countdown like beginning of last summer. It was some rock countdown. They released a live album, and it was actually when Metallica was releasing all their stuff off their last album, Hardwired. Jane Says was actually on the countdown. I heard it like on some rock countdown. I was like, wow. And whatever this was off of, it sounded great.
Yeah. Now, when I saw, that's one thing, if you go to see Jane's Addiction, man, Perry is going to talk forever on stage in between songs. When I saw him with the Ninja Tour with 9 Inch Nails and Tom Morello's the Street Sweeper band, Perry would talk 4 or 5 minutes in between each songs, and it was just, filler stuff, and then they go into a song, and then 5 more minutes. Where Trent come out, it was song. Thank you. Have a good night. Like, it was such a difference in the two, which Jane's Addiction and Nirvana or 9 Inch Nails together. That was a pretty crazy show, but it was a great show too, man. It was a great show. But and then the other time I've seen Jane's Addiction 3 times, but all times I've seen Jane's Addiction, they were just Perry chatters. Chili Peppers rocked, man, when I saw them live. Flea just was amazing. Run around stage, just nothing but a ball of energy. That was when John Furtado had came back.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see Chili Peppers, but I'm probably going to go Chili Peppers, but I still haven't even seen them.
Yeah, they put on, I saw them at the Rolling Rock Festival. God, that was years ago now.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, I liked the Chad Smith, the drummer for the Chili Peppers, because, Rolling Rock's green bottle, but he was up there drinking Heineken's. It was kind of cool.
And it's weird because he plays in Chickenfoot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's part of Sammy's little thing.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell. All right, so number 6 is Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath.
The road to heavy metal, the fork, man. I'm going Black Sabbath. Just for the drop D, man. But, I'm not putting anything past Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's, both of those bands are household names. But I love Black Sabbath. They basically changed my whole life. Iron Man and sitting in Jason Klein's, basement, just listening to that tape that first time. That changed my life, man. Because he was like, man, this was Black Sabbath. This was Ozzy before. And we listened to that album, and the whole night we listened to it.
Y'all would probably, I would guess
13.
That's where, no, but I mean, that's probably where I heard Sabbath from.
Klein also?
No, probably just y'all,
no,
all of y'all in general. Because I was like, I don't really know. I really wasn't exploring any of that 70s stuff. I was just all caught up in the 80s stuff.
Yeah. We sat down there in his basement and listened. We were probably like 13. We were real young. That changed me, man. It was great.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of tossed. When I originally wrote this up, I said Zeppelin, and then I was like, well, I kind of swayed Sabbath, but man, I sat down and think about how good the Led Zeppelin 2 album is. Not Stairway to Heaven or Black Dog, but Whole Lot of Love, Heartbreaker. Man, Zeppelin 2 is freaking awesome. Man, Zeppelin 1 and the first 4, I mean, House of Holy. I mean, man, I'm probably going to say Zeppelin.
You're going with Zeppelin? And if you think about, like, the styles of music that you listen to are actually more on that Zeppelin fork. So. Yeah,
I mean, because then you got Aerosmith branching off that. Then you got, a lot of the 80s stuff that I listened to branched off Aerosmith and Cheap Trick and stuff like that.
And you're saying with Great White and Kicks and all of those types of, they're all off of that Zeppelin, the power chords, the the more ballads and the harmony screams, where you have Black Sabbath, just dirty and straight edged and drop D, and your Slipknots, your Panteras, your bands to that effect.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna save the rest of the questions for next time.
All right.
Because we're gonna be into 45 minutes before we know it.
Nuh-uh.
Well, we're already into 20 minutes.
All right.
Dude, we didn't do but I think 5 questions. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up, love. This Hops Metal Show. Hope y'all
Thanks again,
enjoyed
man.
this one. That was a little thrifting. Dollar thrifting. Gave Love's reviews.
Got appetite out of the
Might
deal.
just have to have him do me a questionnaire, about 5 or 6 questions.
All right.
We'll figure out something for a show. But we're out here. Like and subscribe. The usual YouTube stuff. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll talk to you later.
Next time. Peace.